Imagine waking up one morning and realizing your legs no longer feel steady beneath you. There's no pain, just a quiet weakness, a subtle loss of control that leaves you reaching for the wall to balance. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. But here's the truth that many seniors are never told. This isn't just normal aging. It's a silent condition called sarcopenia, the gradual loss of muscle mass that affects nearly everyone after 60. And it doesn't just weaken your body, it can take away your independence, your ability to move freely, and even your confidence to live the life you once enjoyed. But you're not powerless. Over the past decade, I've helped older adults regain strength, energy, and confidence, not with medications, but with food. In today's video, I'll share the 9 essential foods that can help reverse muscle loss naturally. These are simple, accessible, and backed by science. And when we get to food number 4, you'll understand why I still recommend it to nearly every senior I work with. I've seen it help an 82-year-old woman climb her stairs again in just 6 weeks. That's the kind of transformation food can bring. So if you care about your balance, your mobility, and your freedom, stay with me. Because what you learn today might just change the next 10 years of your life. And if you're already nodding along, thinking, yes, that's me, then I want to hear from you. Scroll down, leave a comment, and tell me, have your legs felt weaker lately? Are stairs becoming harder? Your story might help someone else. And while you're here, go ahead and like this video and subscribe for more simple, powerful health strategies to help you stay strong and independent. Now, let's begin, because once you understand why muscle weakness happens, you'll finally know how to fight it. If you're over 60 and your legs have been feeling weaker, but you haven't changed how you eat or move, have you ever stopped to ask yourself why? The answer lies in a quiet, invisible process that begins long before we even notice it: sarcopenia. This age-related loss of muscle mass doesn't hit like a storm. It erodes strength over time, gradually taking away your ability to move, balance, and feel confident in your own body. Starting in your 50s, your body slowly produces less testosterone and estrogen, 2 hormones vital for preserving muscle. As these hormones decline, so does your ability to maintain strength. At the same time, protein consumption often decreases without you realizing it, and worse, your aging body becomes less efficient at absorbing the nutrients it once thrived on. So even when you try to eat well, your muscles may not be receiving the fuel they need. Add to that a slower metabolism, and you end up gaining more fat than muscle, feeling tired more often, and recovering more slowly after basic activities. But the most heartbreaking part? This isn't just physical. I've seen countless older adults begin to doubt themselves. They avoid stairs, outings, even short walks, not because they don't want to move, but because they no longer trust their legs to support them. That loss of trust often leads to a deeper loss of independence, of joy, of identity. But here's the truth: muscle loss is not inevitable. Once you understand what's happening inside your body, you can take back control. With the right foods, movement, and mindset, you can rebuild strength and confidence, even in your 70s or 80s. And that's exactly what I'll show you next. In the upcoming section, we'll explore 9 essential foods that have helped hundreds of my patients fight back against weakness and reclaim their independence. Some of these foods are simple, familiar, and surprisingly affordable. One of them, even though it costs less than 30 cents a day, might just be your body's most powerful ally. Ready to begin? Let's take a look at food number 1. Eggs. You might not think of it this way, but sitting quietly in your fridge could be the most powerful muscle-building tool for seniors over 70, and it's probably something you've eaten your whole life: the humble egg. Yes, the egg. Small, simple, and often overlooked, but inside that shell is a complete nutritional package that can help reverse one of aging's most dangerous effects: muscle loss. Each egg contains about 6 grams of high-quality protein, including all 9 essential amino acids your body needs to rebuild muscle, especially the critical one called leucine. Leucine acts like a spark plug. It triggers muscle protein synthesis, the process your body uses to repair and grow stronger after activity. And here's what's amazing. Studies show that older adults often require more leucine than younger people to get the same muscle-building benefit, and eggs are one of the richest sources of it. From my own experience working with seniors, I've seen incredible improvements when they begin eating 1 or 2 eggs a day, especially at breakfast. One gentleman, 76 years old, told me he went from barely standing up without help to walking to the store by himself again within just a few weeks of combining eggs with light strength training. But there's more. Eggs are also rich in vitamins like B12, essential for nerve and muscle function, vitamin D, key for bone and muscle strength, and healthy fats that help you feel fuller longer, especially helpful for those trying to manage weight while preserving lean tissue. And don't worry about cholesterol. Modern research has shown that for most people, dietary cholesterol from eggs doesn't significantly raise blood cholesterol. Still, if you're concerned, talk to your doctor and consider pairing eggs with heart-friendly foods like leafy greens or avocado. The best part? Eggs are incredibly versatile: scrambled, boiled, poached, or added to oatmeal or salads. And they're one of the most affordable protein sources available. So before you reach for a supplement or expensive shake, try starting your morning with what nature has already perfected. Because sometimes, the simplest food is also the most powerful. And speaking of power, the next food on our list doesn't just help your muscles, it protects your heart and sharpens your brain. Let's take a look at the magic of omega-3 rich fish and how it could become your new best friend after 70. Fatty fish. What if a simple can of fish could help restore the strength in your legs, ease joint pain, and even sharpen your memory? It might sound unbelievable, but that's the power hidden inside fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and sardines. These aren't just any fish, they're among nature's richest sources of omega-3 fatty acids, the essential nutrients your aging body is quietly begging for. Omega-3s act as powerful anti-inflammatory agents, helping your muscles recover faster, your joints move more freely, and your brain stays sharp as the years go on. I've seen patients in their late 70s who were struggling with daily tasks, climbing stairs, lifting groceries, even walking without discomfort, experience noticeable improvements within weeks of adding omega-3 rich fish to their meals. One woman, 74, who had trouble getting up from her couch, started eating sardines 3 times a week. A month later, she told me, "Doctor, my legs feel alive again." That's not magic, it's science. Omega-3s don't just ease inflammation, they also support muscle protein synthesis, which means they help your body rebuild the muscle tissue it naturally loses with age. And as a bonus, fatty fish are also packed with vitamin D, a nutrient critical for bone strength and fall prevention. But here's where it gets even more exciting. You don't need to spend a fortune on fresh salmon or fancy seafood. Canned sardines or mackerel in olive oil or water are just as effective, incredibly affordable, and easy to prepare. Just avoid versions in soybean or vegetable oil, which can work against your health goals. Try them on whole grain toast, tossed in salads, or mashed with avocado for a heart-smart snack. The goal isn't gourmet, it's strength, stability, and longevity. Fatty fish help you move better, think clearer, and protect the muscles that keep you independent. So if you haven't added them to your plate yet, now's the time. And next, we're going to explore a food that's been unfairly blamed for years, but when chosen carefully, it can be one of your strongest allies in the fight against muscle loss: lean meat. Let's break the myth and reveal the facts in the next section. Fatty fish. You've probably heard people say, cut back on meat as you get older. But what if I told you that the right kind of meat could actually be the key to keeping your legs strong and your body energized well into your 70s and 80s? Let's set the record straight. Lean meats like skinless chicken, turkey, pork tenderloin, and lean cuts of beef are not your enemy. In fact, they may be exactly what your aging muscles are crying out for. These protein-rich foods contain all the essential amino acids your body needs to rebuild and maintain muscle mass, especially as sarcopenia, the age-related loss of muscle, starts to accelerate after 60. But protein isn't the only reason lean meats matter. They're also packed with iron, which carries oxygen to your muscles and helps prevent fatigue, vitamin B12, which supports your nerves and memory, and zinc, which strengthens your immune system and speeds up muscle repair. I once worked with a retired electrician named Joe, who told me, "I thought I was slowing down because of age, but really, I was starving my muscles." We added lean protein to 2 of his meals each day, and within a month, he could carry grocery bags again without needing to stop and rest. That's the power of targeted nutrition. The key is choosing wisely, opt for grilled or baked options over fried, and trim visible fat. If you're concerned about red meat, choose grass-fed or extra lean cuts in moderation and combine them with fiber-rich vegetables to support heart health. Remember, your body doesn't just need calories, it needs high-quality fuel. Lean meats help provide that fuel, delivering long-lasting energy and the building blocks for strength and resilience. And best of all, they're satisfying. Including lean protein in your meals helps you feel fuller longer, reducing cravings and supporting a healthy weight, 2 things that make staying mobile even easier. So don't be afraid of meat. When chosen and prepared well, it can be one of your greatest allies in aging strong. And speaking of plant-powered allies, Our next food is perfect for vegetarians and meat lovers alike. It's affordable, fiber-rich, and bursting with protein. Let's talk about the unsung heroes of senior nutrition: legumes. Legumes, beans, lentils, chickpeas. You might be overlooking one of the most powerful muscle-preserving foods sitting right in your pantry: beans, lentils, and chickpeas. These humble ingredients, often labeled poor man's food, are actually rich in the very nutrients older adults desperately need. In fact, if I had to recommend just one food group for seniors trying to regain strength on a budget, legumes would be it. Why? Because they deliver plant-based protein, fiber, iron, and essential minerals all in one affordable package. And here's what makes them so critical after 60. Your muscles need protein to rebuild, your blood needs iron to carry oxygen, and your digestive system needs fiber to function smoothly, and legumes provide all three. I remember a 72-year-old patient, Maria, who had stopped eating meat for health reasons. She came to me tired, weak, and frustrated. Her muscles were thinning, and walking had become a struggle. We introduced lentils into her diet, just half a cup per day, combined with brown rice or vegetables. After 6 weeks, she walked into my office smiling and said, "I feel stronger, like I'm coming back to life." That's the magic of plant-powered nutrition. Unlike some animal proteins, legumes are low in saturated fat, making them heart-friendly too. Their high fiber content helps stabilize blood sugar, reduce cholesterol, and promote gut health, all of which are critical for seniors aiming to stay active and avoid chronic illness. For vegetarians or those trying to reduce meat, legumes aren't just a substitute, they're a necessity. Even meat eaters benefit from rotating these into their meals a few times a week. Try adding black beans to soups, chickpeas to salads, or red lentils to stews. They're versatile, delicious, and deeply nourishing. The key is consistency. A few spoonfuls every day can translate into better energy, stronger muscles, and improved circulation. And when combined with whole grains like quinoa or brown rice, legumes form a complete protein, giving your body everything it needs to maintain vitality. So if you've been skipping beans because of old myths about gas or weight gain, it's time to let those go. Your muscles, your heart, and your future self will thank you. And now, let's move on to one of the most misunderstood foods in senior nutrition: dairy. It's been unfairly demonized, but when chosen wisely, it can help protect your bones and muscles. Let's talk about milk and its remarkable benefits. Milk and dairy products. You may have heard mixed messages about milk. Some say it's essential, others say to avoid it. But here's the surprising truth. When chosen and used wisely, dairy can be one of the most powerful tools for maintaining strength and independence after 70. If you've ever worried about brittle bones, fragile joints, or shrinking muscle mass, you'll want to hear this. Milk, yogurt, and fresh cheese are more than just comfort foods. They're rich sources of calcium, protein, vitamin D, phosphorus, and essential amino acids, all of which your body needs more than ever as you age. After 60, your ability to absorb calcium decreases. At the same time, muscle repair slows down, and the risk of osteoporosis skyrockets. That's why dairy, when used intentionally, can play such a pivotal role. I once worked with a 79-year-old woman named Helen who had suffered 2 minor falls in less than 6 months. Her balance was slipping, and her doctor had warned her about bone thinning. When we added low-fat Greek yogurt and fortified milk to her daily routine, her energy returned, her digestion improved, and most importantly, her bone scan stabilized. The difference wasn't magic. It was nutritional support done right. Dairy is also incredibly easy to digest when chosen appropriately. For those with lactose sensitivity, lactose-free milk or probiotic-rich yogurts can provide all the benefits without the discomfort. And don't overlook cheese, especially soft varieties like cottage cheese or ricotta, which are high in casein, a slow-digesting protein that supports overnight muscle recovery. Plus, dairy products help keep you feeling full, which aids in weight control, another critical factor for mobility and fall prevention. And no, you don't have to drink gallons of milk. A single serving of yogurt at breakfast or a slice of cheese with lunch can make a measurable difference over time. Still unsure? Pair dairy with other nutrient-rich foods like fruit, nuts, or oats for a delicious, balanced boost. The key is moderation, quality, and consistency. So if dairy has been sitting on your maybe list, it might be time to bring it back, with purpose. And speaking of nutrient-packed powerhouses, our next food is leafy, green, and often underestimated. It's time to shine a light on spinach and why it should be a daily staple for everyone over 70. Dark leafy greens spinach. What if I told you that one of the most powerful foods for your muscles, bones, and circulation grows in the ground and costs less than a cup of coffee? It's not a supplement, not a secret superfood, it's spinach. This leafy green may look humble on your plate, but for anyone over 70, it's nothing short of a nutritional powerhouse. Spinach is packed with magnesium, potassium, iron, folate, vitamin K, and nitrates, a combination that directly supports stronger muscles, healthier bones, and better blood flow. But what makes it truly special is how these nutrients work together. As we age, our arteries stiffen, our muscles weaken, and our ability to oxygenate tissues declines. Spinach helps counteract all of that. The nitrates it contains naturally widen blood vessels, improving circulation and delivering more oxygen and nutrients to the muscles that keep you standing, walking, and moving independently. I recall a patient named George, age 75, who had been dealing with constant leg cramps and fatigue. We added sautéed spinach to his lunch 3 times a week, and within a month, he noticed fewer cramps and more energy on his afternoon walks. That's not coincidence, that's circulation in action. Spinach is also high in vitamin K, which plays a crucial role in maintaining bone density by supporting calcium absorption. This is especially important for seniors who are at risk of fractures or already experiencing bone thinning. And because it's naturally low in calories but high in volume, spinach helps you feel full without overeating, supporting weight control and overall energy levels. Whether blended into smoothies, tossed in a salad, or cooked into soups and omelets, spinach is endlessly versatile and easy to prepare. Don't be fooled by its simplicity. This green vegetable is working behind the scenes to strengthen your core systems. And if you're not a fan of the taste, try mixing it with garlic, lemon, or a touch of olive oil to enhance flavor while boosting heart health. Remember, aging strong isn't about doing big things. It's about doing small, consistent things that nourish your body every day. And few foods do that better than spinach. Coming up next, we'll explore something even smaller, but just as mighty: nuts and seeds. These tiny packages of nutrition are packed with healthy fats, protein, and anti-aging compounds that support everything from mood to muscle. Let's take a closer look. Nuts and seeds. They're small enough to fit in your palm, but the health benefits they carry are massive. Nuts and seeds are nature's concentrated source of life. Tiny, powerful, and packed with everything your aging body needs to stay sharp, strong, and stable. If you're in your 70s or 80s, these nutrient-dense gems, like almonds, walnuts, chia seeds, flax seeds, and sunflower seeds, can make a dramatic difference in how you feel day to day. Why? Because they're rich in healthy fats, protein, magnesium, zinc, selenium, and vitamin E, all of which directly support muscle repair, brain health, and heart function. One of the most impressive benefits for older adults is their anti-inflammatory power. Chronic, low-grade inflammation is a silent saboteur of strength. It weakens muscles, clouds thinking, and slows recovery. But a handful of walnuts or a spoonful of ground flaxseed can work like a natural shield, helping your body fight inflammation from within. I once worked with a woman named Ruth, 81, who had trouble sleeping and complained of constant joint stiffness. We added a simple habit: a small bowl of mixed nuts every evening. After a few weeks, her sleep improved, her hands moved more easily, and she smiled more. I didn't think food could do this, she told me. But it can, and it does. Vitamin E, found abundantly in almonds and sunflower seeds, is particularly valuable for postmenopausal women, helping reduce hot flashes and protect skin elasticity. Meanwhile, omega-3s in walnuts and chia seeds support brain clarity and mood stability, 2 areas that often decline quietly with age. And don't worry, these foods are easy to add. Sprinkle chia seeds on oatmeal, blend flaxseed into smoothies, or simply snack on a small handful of almonds between meals. The key is moderation. 1 or 2 tablespoons of seeds or a quarter cup of nuts per day is plenty to reap the benefits without overdoing calories. They're portable, shelf-stable, and deeply satisfying, especially when you're trying to cut back on sugar or empty carbs. So the next time you're planning your grocery list, think small, because these tiny superfoods might just be the missing link in your journey toward graceful aging. And coming up next, we'll move from small to surprisingly filling. A complete plant-based protein that supports muscle strength, balances blood sugar, and offers powerful minerals in every bite. Let's talk about quinoa and why it belongs on every senior's plate. Quinoa. Most people over 70 have never heard of it, and yet quinoa might be one of the most important foods you've been missing. It looks like a grain, cooks like rice, but nutritionally, it's in a league of its own. What makes quinoa so unique, especially for older adults, is that it's one of the very few plant-based sources of complete protein, meaning it contains all 9 essential amino acids your body needs to repair and rebuild muscle. That's a rare gift from nature, and a powerful one for seniors dealing with sarcopenia or chronic fatigue. But the benefits don't stop at protein. Quinoa is also packed with magnesium, iron, zinc, and antioxidants, all of which support healthy blood circulation, energy production, immune function, and cellular repair. I once worked with a 77-year-old retired teacher, Mr. Langston, who had tried everything from shakes to supplements to help with his muscle weakness and persistent exhaustion. Nothing helped until we added quinoa into his meals. Just half a cup daily, cooked into soups, added to salads, or served warm with vegetables. Within a few weeks, he had more stamina, better digestion, and even improved sleep. I used to feel like I was fading, he told me. Now, I feel like I'm building something back. That's what food should do. Another powerful aspect of quinoa: it's naturally gluten-free and very gentle on aging digestive systems, making it perfect for those with sensitivities. And thanks to its slow-digesting complex carbohydrates, quinoa helps maintain stable blood sugar levels, essential for seniors managing diabetes or trying to avoid energy crashes. Plus, its mild, nutty flavor blends beautifully with both savory and sweet dishes. Whether tossed into a salad, mixed with lentils, or combined with cinnamon and berries for breakfast, quinoa is versatile, satisfying, and deeply nourishing. It's a simple food with outsized benefits, and it proves that you don't need a long list of ingredients to support long-term health. If you've never tried it, this might be the time to start. Now, as we approach the final item in this powerful list, we're heading towards something creamy, rich, and often misunderstood. It's loaded with potassium, heart-healthy fats, and nutrients that fuel muscle recovery and brain health. Let's uncover the truth about avocados and why they just might be the most delicious way to age strong. Avocados. It's rich, creamy, and often seen as just another trendy toast topping, but avocado is far more than a millennial favorite. For people in their 70s and 80s, it's one of the most complete, anti-aging, muscle-supporting superfoods you can eat. What makes avocado truly remarkable is its unique combination of monounsaturated fats, potassium, magnesium, fiber, and antioxidants, all packed into one naturally delicious fruit. These nutrients don't just support your heart. They work behind the scenes to repair muscles, stabilize blood pressure, protect brain function, and help your body absorb fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, E, and K. In short, avocados help every system in your body function more efficiently, especially during the years when strength and balance matter most. I once had a patient named Jerome, 80 years old, who was recovering from a long hospital stay that left his muscles weak and his appetite low. We didn't overwhelm him with supplements. We simply added half an avocado to his daily breakfast, mashed with boiled egg or spread over whole grain toast. Within weeks, he had more energy, better digestion, and even improved mood. "I didn't think something so simple could help this much," he said. And it's true, the power of avocado lies in its simplicity. The high potassium content supports muscle contractions and helps prevent cramps, while the healthy fats provide lasting energy and reduce inflammation in aging joints. Plus, the fiber promotes a healthy gut microbiome, which is increasingly linked to immune strength and mental clarity in older adults. Unlike processed snacks or sugary drinks that spike and crash your energy, avocado offers slow-burning fuel that helps you stay steady throughout the day. It's also incredibly versatile. Blend it into smoothies, slice it onto salads, mash it into guacamole, or enjoy it solo with a pinch of salt and a drizzle of lemon. Just half an avocado a day can make a noticeable difference. So if you're looking for a final food to round out your muscle-strengthening, age-defying nutrition plan, avocado deserves a place on your plate. And now that we've explored all 9 powerful foods for healthy aging, it's time to bring it all together. In the next section, we'll recap the key takeaways and share a few simple tips to help you turn these foods into lasting habits that support your strength, independence, and vitality in the years ahead. You could eat all the right foods, but if your body stays still, so does your progress. That may sound harsh, but here's the truth. Nutrition builds the foundation, but movement is the key that unlocks your strength. In my 10 years of working with older adults, I've seen one clear pattern. The people who stay active, even gently, are the ones who age with grace, balance, and independence. And here's the best part. You don't need to become an athlete. In fact, too many seniors avoid movement because they think it has to be intense or complicated. It doesn't. Something as simple as a 15-minute walk around the block, rising from a chair without using your hands, or using light resistance bands while watching TV can begin to rebuild muscle, improve circulation, and strengthen your balance. And you don't need a gym, you just need commitment. Movement stimulates the body's natural process of muscle regeneration. Without it, even the best protein in the world won't be used to its full potential. That's why I always tell my patients, eat smart, but also move with intention. Start with what feels safe. Walking is a great place to begin. Try parking a little farther from the store, standing up during commercial breaks, or taking short, slow strolls after meals to improve digestion and mobility. Next, incorporate balance exercises, like standing on one foot while brushing your teeth, or gentle strength moves, like leg lifts while seated. And don't forget flexibility. A few stretches each morning can ease joint stiffness and help you feel more agile. The emotional rewards are just as powerful. Physical activity releases feel-good endorphins, boosts confidence, and helps reduce anxiety or depression, common but often unspoken challenges of aging. I've had patients tell me, "I feel alive again," after just a week of daily movement. That's how quickly the body responds. The goal here isn't perfection, it's progress. It's about reclaiming control, even if it starts with one step at a time. Combine the 9 foods we've discussed with simple, daily motion, and you'll be giving your body the fuel and stimulation it needs to stay strong. And in the final section, I'll show you how to bring it all together with small, repeatable habits, so this doesn't just become a list of tips, but a lifestyle transformation. Let's finish strong. So here we are. We've walked through 9 powerful, nutrient-dense foods, each one with the potential to help you rebuild strength, restore energy, and regain confidence in your daily movements. And as we talked about, it's not just about what's on your plate. It's also about how you move, how you treat your body, and how you choose to show up for yourself each day. If there's one message I hope you'll carry with you after this video, it's this: your age does not define your strength. Whether you're 70, 75, or 89, your body still has the remarkable ability to heal, adapt, and grow stronger when you give it the right tools. I've seen people in their 80s who could barely walk a block regain the ability to shop, cook, garden, and laugh without fear of falling. It didn't happen overnight. It happened one meal, one step, and one choice at a time. You don't need to overhaul your entire life today. Just choose one food from this list to add to your next meal. Or take one short walk after dinner. Build slowly, consistently, and with love for the body that's carried you through so many years. And if you've ever felt discouraged, like your best days were behind you, I'm here to tell you they don't have to be. You can still be strong. You can still be independent. You can still feel proud of what your body is capable of. But it starts with you making that first move. And now, I want to hear from you. What was the most surprising food on this list? Which one are you going to try first? Or maybe you already eat some of these. What difference have you noticed? Leave a comment below and share your story. I read every message, and your words could inspire someone else to begin their journey, too. And if you found this video helpful, if you learned something, felt encouraged, or just want more content to help you stay healthy as you age, please give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss a new upload. Thank you for spending this time with me today. You've already taken the most important step, learning. Now let's keep moving forward, stronger, wiser, and full of life.